And what happened then is that this whole area, when the Mexican government took it over, this whole area, they took the missions apart. They call it it's called the secularization of the missions. And the Ygnacio Palomares and Ricardo Vejar were the very first. They had a whole bunch of horses and cows and so on, and they were born from Spanish, parents and so on. And they asked for a land grant for this whole area, which is pretty much all of Pomona, all of parts of Claremont, parts of San Dimas, parts of Laverne. So it was about 22,000 acres. It was humongous. It's one of the biggest ranchos. And what happened is that they established Rancho San Jose. So we're going to go to where they actually came and blessed the ground. Now, if you go around in Mexico, there's a great tradition about all pueblos have a fiesta. So if you go all over Mexico, they have a saint and they have a fiesta. Pomona has that. Pomona has its own date that the ground was christened, and the establishment of a fiesta was also done on that day. We're going to learn about that, exactly where it all happened. And that's where we're going to go. So, and people are going to really like the idea of seeing, oh my gosh, this is where it all started. But it was a whole bunch it was two Mexican families with their horses and their cows, and a Mexican, and at that time a Mexican priest came out and they blessed the land, and they started the settlement of what now is called Pomona. We're going to the very first place where Pomona got started, the genesis of Pomona. So this is where the very first non-Indian people that came, the European descendants came and established Pomona. But it wasn't called Pomona back then, it was called something else. So the Daughters of the American Revolution came here, put a plaque up in 1922 because the old tree where the priest and Palomares and Vejar families came here, they blessed the land, called it Rancho San Jose, and the year was 1837, the spring of 1837, March 19th, on the feast of St. Joseph. So have you ever why is there St. Joseph Church that's so big in Pomona? Because that was the saint of Pomona. The saint of Pomona is St. Joseph, and it was March 19th, right here. This is where they started. There was no freeway, there was no houses here. It was just a big, beautiful tree. So this is important because if you ever want to come back down, that's Canoke Avenue and White Avenue. It's awesome. This is something we should be very Pomona proud of, because this is where our roots are. All of us that live in Pomona have anything to do with Pomona. This is where the whole thing started. We're here at the Palomares adobe house, an incredible site. It's full of children from neighboring schools, and we're here to just talk about how incredible this beautiful adobe is. It's the house that Mr. Palomares built. Mr. Palomares was the last, actually he was the last mayor of the city of Los Angeles under Mexican rule, as Ms. Mickey Gallivan said from the Historical Society. He's a very important person in the community here. He helped develop Pomona, and we're just trying to get you to be a little bit more informed of how proud we are of the different areas here of the Historical Society has done a great job of taking care of for us.